Hello, hello. Welcome to your Monday movement and meditation class. If we haven't met before, my name is Faye. And if you're here with me, if you want to go ahead and drop a comment down below, letting me know your name and where you're tuning in from, and if this is your first time here to one of these classes, or if you've been to some of my other live classes or one of my other recordings, I'd just love to know if this is our first time meeting together. I also like to do just a quick little pulse check to see and confirm that you can see my entire space behind me and hear me okay. And usually when people start responding, it means that you can at least hear me okay. So I will take that as a positive feedback there. Antonina, please let me know how to pronounce that because I'm not really sure, but I really love your name. Hello, you're from Colorado and it's your first time. Welcome. So glad you're here. And then Allison says hi from London. Welcome. Glad you're here today. So for our friends who are here for our first time, the way this works is we'll spend a few minutes just centering, setting an intention for our practice. Antonina. Oh, I love that. Awesome. Thank you. So yes, coming back, we will be doing just a few minutes of centering. This is a 30-minute class, and then we'll do some gentle stretches, so we'll stay pretty low to the ground, nothing extreme. And then we'll finish up with kind of a short 10-ish, sometimes a little bit less, meditation/breath technique. And today we'll be doing the 4-7-8 breathing practice. So I'll explain it again when we get to that part, but the way it works, if you're not familiar, is you'll inhale for a count of 4, and then you'll pause for a count of 7, and then exhale for a count of 8. And I'll guide you through a few of those counting rounds, and then I'll leave you some time, space, silence to practice on your own. And of course, I always say that even though I'm going to be doing 4, 7, 8, if that doesn't feel good in your body, you're always welcome to do a different count or release the counting and just breathe as you'd like to breathe and, practice staying present. So that's all this real practice is about, staying present in your body, staying present with what feels good, and just listening to your body. All right, Hannah says, hi, Faye from Switzerland. Welcome, Hannah. First time here too, awesome. April, hello, good morning. Welcome. I know you are a returning long-time viewer, so welcome back. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You don't need any props, but if you'd like, you're welcome to have blankets or blocks, but not necessary. So I'm gonna get started back here on my mat. I like to sit up on a blanket to find a little more space in my hips. It makes it a little bit easier to breathe, a little bit easier to sit up taller as well. So when you arrive, and however you'd like to sit, your legs could be loosely crossed in front of one another. Your legs could be extended out long. They could have bottoms of your feet together with your knees out to the side, whatever feels good for you, and a place to start where you can sit comfortably. When you arrive, I encourage you to, shift or wiggle so you can just get 2% more comfortable. Get any wiggles out. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders and move side to side or something else. And when you feel ready, let's take a community breath together. Go ahead and empty all the air out from your lungs. And then take a nice slow breath in, fill up. And open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. One more time, just like that. Nice slow breath and fill up. See if you can pause at the top. Notice the fullness of your breath. And open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Seal your lips and continue to breathe in and out through your nose if that's comfortable. Take a moment to notice what it feels like to be in your seated shape. What areas of your body come into contact with the ground? Do you notice yourself shifting forward or leaning back? See if you can draw your shoulders right over your hips and your ears right over your shoulders. finding a nice, tall, long spine. Start to check in with yourself physically today. How do you feel in your body? Is there some tension or tightness? Are you pretty relaxed? Or maybe you're somewhere in between. There's no wrong answer here. You're just simply checking in. Is there anything that you're holding on to physically in your body, or maybe intellectually or emotionally? See if with each out breath, you can let something go. Letting go of the thinking mind, dropping into the present. Letting go of anything you're holding on to that might not be serving you today. Limiting beliefs, expectations, mistakes, the past or the future. See if you can drop here into this present moment. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, a reason why you're here, why you're moving on your mat, why you chose to show up, I encourage you to do so. An intention can be thought of as a phrase or one word, compass. Using the compass metaphor, it gives you just a little bit of direction of where you want to go. And keeping that in mind as you move. Perhaps you're here to practice being present, developing a sense of peace, harmony, equanimity, calm. Whatever it is, breathe in that intention. And breathe it out, allowing it to guide you as you move on your mat and space today. On your next inhale, slowly begin to flutter your eyes open, welcoming yourself back into your physical space. And inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, look up. Exhale, cactus your arms so your palms face forward, your elbows come down towards the sides or maybe all the way close in towards your body, and you make a sort of W shape, whichever feels good for you. Notice if your ribs flare out, see if you can knit your lower ribs back together and have a nice long spine. Let go of all the air you're holding on to. And then inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, and exhale, cactus your arms again. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bend over to your right. Your right hand comes down and your top hand reaches up and over. Glue your hips down to the mat. Good. Your gaze can be in front of you, or maybe it goes up towards your arm or down at your hand on the ground. Take one breath, breathe into your side body. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, return back to center, reach both arms up. Exhale, lower your left hand beside your body and reach your top hand up and over. See if you can shine your underarm to the sky. And be mindful if your elbow starts to cave in forward. Press yourself up a little bit and see if you can lean your shoulder back to open up through your chest. Breathe into your side body. Let go of the air you're holding on to. Take one more slow breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then inhale, return back to center. Good. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to your right. Your right hand comes behind you, left hand to your knee. Inhale, lift up. Find length in your spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Maybe your gaze goes over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale, look center. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. Exhale, twist to your left. Your left hand comes behind you like a kickstand, close to your back body. Your right hand to your knee, to the ground, whatever feels accessible. And we're not actively pulling here. We're just inhale, push into the back hand, lift up. Exhale, twist from your upper back to look over your left shoulder. Good. Inhale, look center. Exhale, unwind. If your legs are crossed, asymmetrically, or meaning one leg is in front of the other, like myself. Go ahead and notice which leg is in front. Extend your legs out long, give them a little shake, a little wiggle, and then bring the other leg in close to the body and the other leg up front. Of course, if your legs or if your soles of your feet are together in your butterfly shape, then obviously you can stay there. Inhale, lift up through your chest, start to arch through your back, look up, think cow. And then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round through your back. Create space between your shoulder blades. And then inhale, draw your heart forward, think cow. And then exhale, think cat. One more time, inhale, draw your heart forward, think cow. And exhale, release, tuck your chin to your chest, rock back, cat. Good. Inhale, turn back to a neutral spine. And then exhale, start to bend to your right. Go through center. Maybe your back arches like cow. And then exhale over to the side and then back behind you as you draw your chin to your chest. So we're just making these seated circles, and these can be as big or as small as you'd like. Stay here with your breath. Inhaling as you draw your heart forward. And exhaling as you start to round through your back and circle around to the other side. The next time you pass through center and then in the front, pause and then go ahead and reverse directions. Exhale, bring it back, round through your back. And inhale, draw yourself forward. Think cow. Find about 2 more full circles here at your own pace. And then when you feel evened out, turn back to stillness. And maneuver yourself so that you're on your hands and knees in a tabletop shape. You're welcome to have a blanket here underneath the knees if you'd like a little bit more support. And you could do blocks underneath the hands if you have any trouble with your wrists. Or you could always walk your wrists a little bit further out from your shoulders to reduce the extension in your hands. All right, inhale, tuck your toes, stretch through the bottoms of your feet. Exhale, listen carefully, just send your hips back towards your heels. You may not go all the way back, it's fine. You're just stretching through the bottoms of your feet. Maybe a little stretch in your back and shoulders here as you press your hands into the mat. Good. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, extend your right leg back long behind you. Toes are on the ground. Inhale, rock forward slightly. And then exhale, press back. Draw your heel down towards the ground. It may not touch. That's fine. This is just targeting the stretch behind your legs. Good. Your gaze is long off the tip of your nose. One more slow breath in. And exhale, let it go. Return your knee back underneath your hip. Inhale, extend your left leg long out behind you. Draw your toes on the ground. Press your heel back. Feel a stretch in your back of your leg. Inhale, shift forward slightly. Then exhale, rock back, and we hold here for 1 breath. On your next exhale, return your knee underneath your hips and just gently begin to move your hips from side to side. Separate your knees so that they're wider than your hips. Bring your big toes to kiss behind you. Send your hips towards your heels. Child's pose. You're welcome to walk your hands out long in front of you. Or you can have a soft bend in your elbows and draw your forehead down to the ground. Or you're always welcome to bring your hands back behind your body and allow your forehead to relax. Wherever you are, and if your forehead is on the ground, or if it's hanging in the air, you may want to put a prop underneath it, like a block. Find a little gentle movement, rocking your head from side to side, giving your forehead just a little gentle massage here. If your hands are back behind your body, return them back up front. Inhale high up onto your fingertips, stretch through your shoulders. And then exhale, start to crawl your hands over to the right side of your space. Stretch through your side body. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, crawl your fingers over to your left Send your hips towards your heels. Feel that stretch. And then inhale back to center. And exhale, release, let everything go. Inhale, return back to your hands and knees. Start to step your right foot forward in between your hands. If it's not in between your hands, take your hand, physically move your foot forward. This is your low lunge. Your knee can be supported on a blanket. Check to make sure your front knee is right over your front ankle and not, if your ankle is way back here and your knee's right there, see if you can crawl your foot forward. See, we want to make sure that our knee is right on top of our ankle. So I'm going to step my foot forward. All right. You're welcome to stay here on your fingertips. But wherever you are, see if you can press through the big ball mound of your front foot and the shoelace side of your back foot. If you want to leave your hands here, you're welcome to, or slowly start to crawl your hands up to your knees, or maybe your hands come to heart center. See if you can squeeze your left glute to feel the stretch in the front left hip. Take a slow breath in. Exhale, let it go. Option to inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky and find a little movement here. Exhale, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Inhale, sink into your front hip a little bit. Your knee may extend a little bit further beyond your ankle. And then exhale, start to straighten your front leg any amount. Send your hands back behind you. Your toes lift up towards your face. Move very slowly. This is your half split. You're welcome to do this, or you can always have hands on blocks here for more support and stay in your half splits. Or continue to inhale, bend back into your front knee, lift your arms. And then exhale, straighten your front leg any amount. Bring your toes back towards your face as your hands go back. Keep a nice long flat back. One more time. Inhale. Sink into your front hip. Lift your arms. Maybe you have a little arch in your back. And then exhale. Straighten your front leg. Bring your toes back towards your face. Send your arms back. This one's challenging because it's balance as well. All right. Inhale. Bend back into your front knee. Hands on blocks or on the floor. Frame your foot. And then bring your foot back underneath your knees. Inhale, tuck your toes. Spread your fingers wide. Drop your belly, look forward for cow. Exhale, release your feet down. Tuck your chin to your chest, round through your back. Good. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. And exhale, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Inhale, start to draw your left knee in towards your chest and step it forward in between your hands. And again, you're welcome to always help it if you want to by either picking up your foot and moving it or crawl your toes forward. You're welcome to stay here with your hands on the ground or on blocks. Or you can, again, bring your hands to your knee or to heart center. This is not just a hangout pose, so we're going to stay active in it. Press into the big ball mound of your front foot. Press into the shoelace side of your back foot. Feel your inner thighs engage and start to draw together. If you'd like a little bit more in your hip flexor of your right hip, squeeze your right glute. Notice what that feels like. Good. Stay here for one breath. Exhale, let it go. You're welcome to stay here, or if you want to flow with me, inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sink down a little bit into your front hip. And hands can always be down on the blocks or on your knee too as well. And then exhale, straighten your front leg any amount. Bring your hands back behind you. Heel presses down into the ground. The toes press up towards your face. You have a nice long flat back, so notice if you're rounding forward. See if you can lift up through your chest and hinge forward from the hips. Your half split. Inhale, bend back into your front knee. Your foot goes flat. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, send your arms back behind you as you start to straighten your front leg. Toes come back up. half splits. One more time together. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, straighten your front leg, bring your arms back behind you, half split. Good. Inhale, bend back into your front knee, find your low lunge. Hands touch the ground or on your props, and return your foot back underneath your knee back underneath your hip. You're in your neutral tabletop shape. Inhale, tuck your toes, drop your belly, look forward, cow. Exhale, press into your hands, round through your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Inhale to your neutral tabletop shape. Exhale, extend your right leg long behind you. Toes are on the ground. Good. Inhale, float your right leg up off the ground. And exhale, cross it over to the left as you start to look over your left shoulder. Breathe out. Inhale, leave your leg where it is. Start to just turn your gaze back to the front of your mat. Exhale, bend to look over your left shoulder back towards your foot. Inhale, look front. And then exhale, bend to look over your left shoulder back towards your foot. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, uncross your legs. Good. Find your neutral spine. Gaze is off the tip of your nose. Take a breath in. And exhale, extend your left leg long behind you. Toes are on the ground. Inhale, float your leg up off the ground. And exhale, cross it over towards your right. Plant your foot down flat. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bend to look over your right shoulder back toward your foot. Inhale, return back to center. Your foot stays where it is. Exhale, bend right. Inhale to center, and one more time together. Exhale, bend to look over your right shoulder. And inhale back to center. Uncross your legs. And here we're gonna do our puppy pose. You're welcome to just start to walk the hands forward and melt your heart down towards the ground. But if this feels like a lot, you can always bend your forearms so that they come parallel to the top of your mat and start to crawl these forward until you start to feel a chest in your chest and in your back. Your arms can stay bent, and if this doesn't feel good, you're always welcome to rock back to child's pose, hips towards your heels. Your knees should be stacked right underneath your hips. Your belly is soft and hanging towards the ground. If your forehead doesn't come to the ground, you're always welcome to place it on a block or support here if you'd like a little bit more height. One more slow breath. Hands back up your shoulders and walk your hands all the way back towards your knees. Tuck your toes and sit your hips back onto your heels. Little toe stretch here. Take your hands together. Interlace your fingers, and then slowly start to make infinity signs with your wrists. Moving as slow or as fast as you'd like. And when you feel ready, go ahead and release your hands down, give them a little shake, a little wiggle, come up off of your toes, notice how that feels. And I'm gonna grab my blanket again to sit on for our short little breathing meditation together. As I said before, we're gonna do 4-7-8 breathing. The way this works is you will inhale for a count of 4, and then pause, hold for a count of 7, and then exhale for a count of 8. I'll guide you through a few rounds, and then I'll leave you some time and space and silence to practice on your own. If you get to practicing and the 4-7-8 doesn't feel supportive or nourishing in your body, you to try a different count. So maybe it's 3, 2, 4, or 3, 4, 6. Wow, I can't do this right now. But anyways, you can try reducing that count, or just do what feels right for you. All right. So find that comfortable seated shape of your choice. And allow yourself to shift or wiggle so you can get those any movements out. Let's take a big breath in together, fill up, and open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. 2 more times. Inhale, slow breath in, fill up. And open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. 1 more time. Nice slow breath in, fill up. And exhale, sigh it out. Good. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Seal your lips and continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Take a moment just to notice what your breath feels like. Is it relaxed and easy, shallow, short? Maybe somewhere in between. There's no wrong answer here. You're just taking a moment to check in, doing so without any judgment, and being kind to yourself. Empty all the breath from your lungs, and we'll start with a nice slow inhale for 2, 3, 4, and pause. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue for several more rounds at your own pace and at your own breath. Again, invitation to always extend or shorten these counts. Finish up your last cycle of 4, 7, 8 breathing. And allow your breath to return back to a pace that feels comfortable and natural for you. See if you can release any effort from your face, your jaw. Release any holding. Allow your your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Allow your back body to feel soft. Release any effort from your hips, your legs, your fingers, your toes. Take a moment to notice again, how does your breath feel now? Does it feel perhaps a little easier to breathe? A little more relaxed? Or maybe it's the opposite. Or maybe it's somewhere in between. There's no wrong answer here. This is your practice. And your practice may look different every single day. That's okay. Bring one hand up to the heart space and the other on top. See if you can actively breathe into your hands. Fill your heart with lots of air. And exhale, sigh it out. Recall the intention that you set at the beginning of practice today. And if you didn't set one, I encourage you to do so now. A word or phrase to help you guide the rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Do you want to move with ease, with more peace, kindness, love? Whatever it is, breathe into your hands and breathe that intention in. And exhale, sigh it out. Allowing it to fill the space around you. Fill the space inside of you. Remembering that you're welcome to return to this feeling. Return to the practice of being present at any point when life feels stressful or overwhelming. Allow yourself to connect back to the present moment. Allow yourself to connect back to your intention, to your breath, to the here and now. Breathe in lots of love. And exhale out lots of love and kindness. Take one more slow breath in, filling up. And exhale, let it go. Good. Begin to flutter your eyes open, bringing yourself back into your physical space. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. Again, my name is Faye, and if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, I'm around for a little bit to chat about your experience if you'd like, or you want to just leave a comment down below. I love to check in and see how it went for you. And thank you again so much for practicing with me.